Listen, be thankful that we still haven't figured out 4D yet, because the demon that just came out of this guy's ass. Let me not get into it.
Kombucha. I eat a lot of sardines, bone broth.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
It's all healthy, but it makes you smell like hell.
Hey, man. If the smellier I am on the inside,
the healthier you are on the outside.
Exactly.
Isn't that always how it goes?
That's how it goes, brother.
It's fine.
That was good.
Next week we'll get it.
How's your week, bro?
Hey, man, it's been good. It's been a slow-paced week. There was something exciting. Obviously, you guys are probably wondering who was the one that ended up getting tattooed that day.
You were wondering that, and we did get a lot of engagement.
We got a lot of engagement off of that, which we appreciate, because we see that you guys are listening and you guys are, giving us a feedback.
I salute my double D'ers.
Oh, yeah. Double D'ers.
The double D'ers.
You guys are going to be double D'ers. That's your guys' name for now.
I salute
D'ers.
them. They come out, man. They come out in numbers.
Hey, we like it when double Ds come out.
We like when the double Ds come out and show support. I'll sign double D'ers all day.
Well, if I see a pair of double D'ers, I'm stopping by.
If I got a permanent marker and I see a pair of double D'ers, they're going to get the permanent marker treatment.
They're going to get signed.
They're going to get signed.
They're going to get signed, because why wouldn't we?
That would be out of disrespect to the double D'ers showing support for us.
That would be disrespecting the double D'ers who are putting themselves out there for us to not sign them, not acknowledge them. I will always acknowledge a pair of double Ds.
Double D'ers. Thank you, double D'ers, for going out and showing support.
But no, it's been good. And results are in. It was me. I got tatted. People did vote for you, though. People voted for you.
They voted for me.
And not just the small numbers. Hey, I've been telling this guy, hey, leave a comment. Should Anthony get a tattoo finally? I think he would absolutely rock it.
Finally is crazy. How do you know?
Well, you told me once.
I did.
I don't know. I think you look absolutely stunning.
I would.
More than you already do.
I've thought about it, just my name in Japanese.
Unbelievable.
My name in Finnish.
Finnish, unbelievable. And then another arm.
My last name.
Your last name.
My last name, clearly. So if I'm rotating my arm at any point, you could always read my name. And if I'm ever lost, how easy is it to return me?
Hey, check that guy's arm. Is that his name?
Hey, is that a guy that's lost? Yeah, check his arms. His name is on those arms.
Hey, what's your name? Raise your arm. Simple.
I want to make it simple for people.
You know when you were in grade school and your mom would put your name on your underwear? Same thing.
If I lost my underwear in kindergarten, I always got it back. Why?
Anthony.
Anthony's underwear.
If you ever lost your arm, you get it back. Anthony.
How often do you lose your arm? Every week?
If it wasn't attached to me, I'll tell you what, I'll forget it once a week.
I would. I'll just forget it at the front door.
Think about the body parts that are attached to you, and if they weren't attached to you, you would just leave them everywhere.
Shit, I forgot my pinky.
Ah, damn it, bro, I forgot my leg.
Can't hear you, I forgot my ears today.
Ah, dude, just when I forgot to bring my ears.
Hey, man, you're missing your eyebrows again? They're still in the cleaners. Sorry, man.
Oh, you got to get your eyebrows clean.
You got to get them clean. How are you not? The business side of this?
Fucking, what's it called? Hey, bro, where's your mouth at?
Oh, you left it at your friend's house again? Come on, man. Not again, dude.
Can you believe it?
Fuck. Yeah, dude, speaking of, I'm pretty pissed.
Well, no, I'm pissed. We're over here trying to start the podcast. We're trying to record. We're getting all the things together. You guys have seen the behind the scenes. We're starting to set up. I go to the closet where we have where we keep the tripod. I'm like, bro, Anthony, the tripod's not in here. What's going on?
Tripod's not here.
And it's always there. We always leave it there after we use it. It's always there in the little case. Put it in there. Go back. Come back next week. It's there.
And again, it's our studio, so we leave our tripod there. But we want to make sure that every single time we come in here, things are left where they are.
Left where they are, so that way we can just pick it up and use it. So, me being in my regular routine, setting up, going to the closet. Damn, Anthony, tripod's not here. What's going on? So then he starts wondering, bro, what? And then I'm like, you know what? Let me look at it. Must have been the wind.
Did you check the closet?
Must have been the wind. So then I go to the closet again. I close the closet. Like when you're checking your fridge for food to see if something would open, like something appears after you open up like 3 times. That's what it was with me with the thing. So I'm like, I'm starting to get concerned because bro, fuck, that means we're probably not going to be able to record this week. Yada, yada.
I'll say it was more of a minor inconvenience, and the whole podcast is not going to get recorded now.
The whole podcast was not going to get recorded.
I got to go home.
I was ready to walk out. I was just like, Anthony, they're playing a prank on us. So then he goes concerned. He's like, oh, damn, bro. I'm going to let these guys know, like, hey, somebody didn't return the tripod. You know, we just want to kind of give you guys, because we have security here, right?
We have security.
So we got to let them know where things are so that way they don't get lost.
They don't think I took it or you took it.
Guess where the tripod was. After 20 minutes of rigorous looking, I'm like, bro, fuck, man, what's going on?
You don't got to sigh like that.
I have never felt more disappointed in my life that we are just feeding into the stereotypes that I'm going to let you get into for a second here.
You don't got to sigh like that.
Go ahead and unzip his bag. Guess what's in there? Guess what's in there, nice and folded up, in the case, just waiting to be found.
In the case, it's crazy.
Please, go ahead. What was in there, Anthony? And how did it get in there?
Listen, when you push around a lot of equipment, things just get mismanaged and mishandled a few times. You put something over there that you meant to put over there, and you put something over there that meant to go right over there. So you pulled out honestly, like, this is kudos to you. I'm actually so impressed with you right now. You pulled out a rabbit out of a hat.
Sure, might as well have.
Rabbit out of a hat. There was no reason for there to be a tripod in my bag.
There was no reason for me to even look in there, because I was like, it's not going to be in there.
That's actually a great point. What are you doing in my stuff?
Well.
Wow. So, I actually applaud you. A once-in-a-lifetime up-close magic trick that, wow, left me floored.
It was unbelievable. You know when you feel the feeling of betrayal?
You pulled it out. What is this?
It's like I walked into my son's room and found a bag of weed or something.
Wait, what did you say? You said something in Spanish, funny as hell.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
I gotta ask myself for 10 minutes ago. It'll come. It's like I caught my son with methamphetamine.
Yeah.
I found it while he was out of the house. I'm waiting for him to come back home. So that way, as soon as he comes into the door, what is this? What is this?
Here's the thing. I don't know if you were if you were purposefully doing that to me.
No, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah. Well, you had to have some motive. You didn't have trust. You didn't trust me in this moment.
Are you saying that I planted it?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. The guy wearing the Colombian shirt? Okay, listen. I want to bring this up. My coworker, one of my coworkers, do I say that? Yes, my coworker, she's got kids.
Okay.
And
hey, a lot of people have kids.
And she was like, yeah, and I was brushing around his room, and I found condoms in his cabinet. Now, were you looking for the condoms or were you not? You're snooping. You can't tell me you're going to find condoms when you're not snooping. What are you doing cleaning inside of the drawers? What are you doing looking inside of the zipper?
You know what?
There was intent.
You know what? I will go ahead and say you have a valid point there, my friend, because I should not have been going into your space.
Profiled.
Into your area. I acted like the TSA.
Yeah.
Check into your bag.
Do you want me here? Here's my shoe. Check.
No, we're checking shoes.
Check my shoe.
I don't want to ever let it get to the point where we're not trusting each other. This is what they want.
This is what they
want. I don't know.
Brother.
I don't even know what they go. Big brother planted that in a suitcase, knowing that it's going to lead to this. That it's going to lead to a diversion between your two favorite hosts on your favorite podcast, just because one guy decided to take the tripod home one day. It's absolutely unbelievable. Leave it to the two brown guys to be in this building, and the tripod goes missing. Who else are they going to blame?
You might be up to something.
Who else are they going to blame? Even if we didn't do it. And you know what's worse? We ended up doing it. Fuck. Listen, I don't enjoy being profiled. I don't enjoy being judged. But if we're giving you motives, we're back at square one.
Damn. Yeah, that's true.
How was your week, pal?
Oh, man. Fun week. It was
Yeah?
a fun week. Yeah. My freaking coworker be saying some funny shit, dude. Shout out Annalise. I've never mentioned her on the pod.
Shout out Annalise.
Annalise, she's so funny. So she sits right directly behind my desk.
Okay.
So I'll be, minding my own business, and she's like, Anthony. and don't get me wrong, like I love it, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's the best to have like a coworker best friend.
Oh.
And Anthony. And there was a really funny part where so she like just sold an account in his great account. And the account that she sold was serving food, restaurant type,
Mm-hmm.
Cool fucking account. Like we're all celebrating the sales meeting, 15 plus people. Oh, good job. This one newer guy raises his hand, like, yeah, man, I've had their food before. They're great, right? Nothing. Don't think anything of it.
Okay.
I get a text message from her later on that day. Like I'm in the office. She's right behind me. Hey, tell me why this guy thought that food was great. His wife must suck at cooking because that shit is garbage.
Yo, Annalise, I am sorry, I am not familiar with your game. I
feel sorry for him. She sold the account, bro.
Because let me tell you something. To get this fucking guy to laugh, you gotta be a funny person.
She's so funny.
And she'll be on the. We're having discussions.
Yeah. We're currently negotiating.
We're negotiating terms.
Listen, there's fees involved. There's talent fees. There's booking. There's event. There's promotion. There's pre-promotion.
What have we told you guys? Our people are talking to her people.
We're currently in those rounds of negotiation.
We're trying to push it across the finish line.
Yeah, and listen, it looks good.
It's looking good. It's looking good. But we don't want to promise anything right now.
You can't. You can't. And certain things are under NDA. You don't want to get into the legality.
We can't talk about everything, obviously. You guys know.
Oh, and don't get me wrong. We're open and transparent with all of you. Mm-hmm. But we like to, hold certain things close to our chest when legal systems get involved.
Because we don't want to say things too early. We don't want to
put people on blast that shouldn't be put on blast.
There are contracts that's little tweaks that have to be made to the contract so that it's perfectly ready so she's able to come onto the show.
So, but don't get me wrong. So yeah, she was like, dude, that food.
Can you shout out the food place? Can we talk about that?
No, that's off the pod.
Okay, off the pod. For the Patreon?
For the Patreon. That's for the Patreon. That's for the Patreon.
Okay. Patreon coming soon.
Patreon.
It's going to be a mix of podcast and feet pictures. So,
whose feet? You'll have to decide.
That's going to be your call.
Wow.
It's going to be some feet up there, but whose?
We'll put up another vote. Last time it was tattoo. Now it's whose feet do you want to see?
Whose feet do you want to see? Wow.
That's a good segment.
That's a great segment.
Yeah. Whose feet do you want to see?
Are you a foot guy?
Ooh. Good topic. Okay. I can appreciate a good foot.
Okay.
I could appreciate someone taking care of their feet. I can appreciate a natural arc. Okay. I can appreciate the second toe being smaller than the big toe. I can appreciate little, colors to some toes, making them look cute.
Colors? Like the nail painting?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
You said colors on some toes. Like, what do you mean? Like, I got an orange toe
like
and a purple?
bunions and corns and all that.
Well, now you're talking crazy.
And I can look at a not so, in my eyes, pretty foot and say, that's not a pretty foot. But in no way, shape, or form am I like, that's it. Like, that's my thing. Like, that's not my thing. That's not my thing. But I can appreciate all of those things.
I got to be honest with you too, pal. Listen, it just doesn't do it for me.
I'll say it can.
It can?
It can, for sure. Again, I'd be like...
For you, it moves the needle.
It moves the... Oh, 100%. Needle has been moved from zero.
The needle has been moved from zero.
Yeah. It's not a non-zero. It's not zero.
I don't have that relationship with the feet.
Really?
I don't, man. Wow. I don't... Yes, I can appreciate a good foot. Again, if it's well taken care of, everything like that. Now, if you're coming to me with some Shrek feet, that's a different story. If you're looking, you just walk 10 miles in the swamp, we might have to do something about that. But feet in and of itself, doesn't do it for me, man.
Crazy question.
Doesn't do it for me.
You ever get underneath your toenails and then get some of like the toenails, right? Mm-hmm. And you're trying to like take off those little black parts as a kid, because that doesn't happen to me now. And you're trying to take off like the sides, right? The sides have kind of dirt and stuff.
Oh, okay.
As
Yeah.
You ever smell that and like it?
It's going to have to be for the Patreon, if I'm honest with you.
Like smells that you wouldn't normally say, wow, that's a good smell. That smells like a bushel of roses.
I'll say this, though.
Toenail scent.
I'll say
musk.
this, though.
Musk, if you will.
Musk, if you will. And that's good. I'll say this. I haven't had that particularly with toenails, right? Or nails, period. But there's been a couple times where, you catch a smell of something and you're like,
Like what?
maybe you've had a long day of just hanging out at the house. You have nowhere to go.
Smells like sex in here.
It just smells like man. And that's not something you kind of just sit in, marinate in, because you guys know exactly what we're talking about. There are smells that may not be, what people would consider a traditionally good smell, but hey, it's your own body, so you're gonna like it. It's about, what do they call it? The pheromones.
Yeah, you are attracted to other people's pheromones.
You are attracted to other people's pheromones.
And people admit that, and people will say that they will fall in love with like just that. Sometimes that's why when people talk about when you just know, some pheromones gotta be at play.
Let me talk about this, and this is for you, the ladies of the pod that are our fans.
The ladies of the pod.
The ladies of the pod. Shout out to you guys, because not for nothing.
A lot of engagement.
But
a lot of engagement.
A majority of our fans are of the female population.
We're just objectively speaking here. We're just viewing the analytics.
That is pure analytics.
That is pure
analytics.
Objective
no
fact.
Bias. No. That is pure. Sit down at the numbers and look at them. Most of our viewers are female, and we appreciate that. But I want to point this question directly to you guys because I heard it once, and I am curious to see if it's true or not. Women are attracted to a man who most resembles the smell of their father.
It's got to be true.
You think so?
Smell, I don't know. Smell, I jumped the gun a little too quick on answering.
But not like, but again, not smell as like maybe cologne, maybe sometimes cologne, but more so like the pheromone, the natural odor that comes. I forgot where I heard it. Somebody said it. It was probably Albert Einstein that said it.
He did say that.
He did say that, right?
Yeah.
Girls are attracted to a smell, and maybe even subconsciously, because you're not going around, this guy smells like my dad, right?
Papi?
Yeah, exactly. So is that true? Let us know. Is that true? Because, I guess I could see it, because if you are, you're close to your dad, obviously you grew up with him, so you're familiar with like the natural pheromones he gives off. And if you find that in another man, is that what does it for you? Or is this all just bullshit and Albert Einstein was not a real person?
I'll say this. I remember talking to a friend, and she was describing her dad, and it was an awful lot like me. And I was like, this is weird.
Whoa.
That was weird. That was trippy.
Are you her dad? Have you considered that?
At this point in my life, if there was some type of sewer baby that was conceived, I believe it.
Wow. That's crazy.
The amount that's just probably down there. From the collective.
From the collective is crazy, yeah.
But my piece of the puzzle was probably a little more. The market share.
The market share. You had a big market share.
I leveraged.
Yeah.
I leveraged capital. I leveraged
Let us
resources,
know.
energy.
Let us know.
Yeah, I could have been her dad. But no, it was interesting, like hearing her describe her dad and me being like, oh, like you're obviously attracted to it. Like friendship, relationships, like whatever. You're obviously attracted to it. Like Occam's razor. You ever hear little boys grow up to men and they're just trying to date their mom?
You're saying like literally their mom, or women that are most similar to their mom?
The Oedipus complex, not Occam's razor. Occam's razor is using the quickest, oh, that makes sense, or quickest answer to say that that's the answer. But no, the Oedipus complex is like, no, men will be attracted to a version of what they had as a female caregiver. So, like, if a woman is very overprotective, like, not a woman, a mom. If a mom is very overprotective of her kid and makes sure, like, he's okay and serves him food and serves him, like, this and that, and, like, is that throughout his life, a man is going to go look for that exact same thing in his wife. Like, someone that could, like, takes care of them. And if you never cut that umbilical cord between you and your mom, you're forever going to be chasing that caregiver. And when you don't find it in your woman, because say your woman doesn't want to like do your laundry or something like that, and if you're still, as an adult, your mom doing your laundry, or I don't know, but that example, or like being fed, or like being, hey, honey, you're home, like I have dinner ready, like every night. If you don't have that in your woman, and that's your expectation, you're never going to be happy.
But that's interesting that you bring that up, because at what point does it go from that to just having a wife that likes to look after you?
It's got to be mutually decided upon. Like, and that's the beauty. If someone wants that, and then the woman is wanting to give that,
Wow. Match made in heaven.
There are some women out there, they're like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. And bro, if that's not the hardest job and the most selfless job, but that's the best, like that's the most important job.
Oh yeah.
It's and if you find that very masculine, divine feminine meet together and they say, hey, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. Cool. I want to be the provider of the home.
Wow, that is how you make magic. And that's crazy. That's a good point.
So, like, all of these different things exist, right? That's why they say masculinity and femininity is all on a spectrum.
Right.
Because within that spectrum, you still need both parties. Yeah. You still need the masculine, you still need the feminine. And in whichever gender that's found, that doesn't matter. But you need to be able to balance each other out. Sometimes your girl's going to be at 90%, you're going to be at 10%. That's all right.
Sometimes you got to be at 90% and she'll be at 10%.
That's all right.
It's all about making things work. And that's something that, people forget these days. Hey, a relationship is based on a set of choices and decisions you are willing to make every time. Because you're not always going to feel it. Sometimes you're going to wake up and think your husband is ugly as sin.
Wow.
But you're choosing to love him because that is the pen that you picked. Because, how often is it that we see these days? Like, people would much rather, it's the easier thing to just kind of cut it off and go your own way. They're like, hey, let's try to figure it out. The water or the grass is greener where you water it. The grass isn't always greener elsewhere.
Yo, I heard some amazing advice from my friend Lauren. Shout out Lauren. Met her in DC, cancer survivor. This is the cancer segment. I feel like I bring it up all the time, and this is the segment. And we just have a great relationship where we understand each other as survivors. And she was catching me up on her life. I'm catching up on my life. And I'm updating her on my dating. We both went to a very intimate session. Not intimate like me and her, but intimate in like the knowledge that we learned from this session at CancerCon of sex after cancer.
Sex after cancer.
Sex in the bedroom after cancer. And bro, like being in that room with a bunch of people.
Oh, it's interesting.
And just hearing the open conversation that was had from three speakers, a doctor in the biology that's going on in a man and a woman, a practical, what was he? He was more of like he explained the concepts and explained the biology of it. And then there was a woman who was a sex toy business owner, explaining the different toys that exist of like, hey, some things might not work, some things might be a little different, but best believe we're still gonna have fun. So you had that dynamic, bro. And so again, this session was so fucking cool. Talking to Lauren, we're just catching up on life. I was catching up on my dating life. And you know what I realized? In dating, I feel like I went through a switch of before...
You became homosexual. Hey, man. Don't say I fucking, when it comes to dating, I flip the switch, okay? I'm going to go immediately to that. Fuck. Please, go.
Oh, my God. Dude, my sister, shout out her. She goes, I don't know about you. Until you get married, I don't know about you. It's my face.
Unbelievable. Wow.
The audacity of this woman.
The audacity.
The audacity. So, talking to Lauren, shout out Lauren. Talking about my switch that I'm going through, talking about like masculine, feminine, right? Like all these different things. We can get into, like our biology, our ancestry. We have conquistador blood in us. And
boy,
when I tell you, time to get to work.
Oh, best believe nobody knows how to get to work more than us. More than the Morales men.
We're going down the ancestry line. The Morales men have a thing or two about being. That's a great word. Just being.
Human beings.
Just being.
Yep.
So I'm making this switch, right?
Right.
And the theme of this podcast, right, is facing your fears.
We're going to get into that, yeah.
So I'm facing my fears right now of talking about this switch on a podcast.
On your
to the
podcast.
Viewers.
On your podcast. Not our podcast, on your podcast.
Shout out to the double ears. So I'm talking about this, and I'm thinking about my life, and the switch that was happening was, I'm no longer looking to conquer a woman. And Lauren's like, that's interesting, It And I'm telling her about what's going on in my life. And she goes, yeah, when I've heard this be common in young men, when at first they're just looking to conquer. They're just looking to, hey, I can get that woman if I want her. And that's what you're all looking to do. But the moment you realize it's not about winning anything, it's about finding someone where you can get to the finish line with.
Oh, you're cooking.
And when she said that, I go, Lauren, you should be some type of soul-searching wizard for people. Because the way she was talking about that, and then she went into like soul connections.
Oh,
and,
my God.
And my sisters brought up, you can have multiple soulmates. And you can become just right now, both of our souls are having a conversation.
Yeah.
If you were to add a third person, all three of us would be aligned.
Yeah.
Fourth, all three. So, and she was like, yeah, when you're no longer looking at it as winning something and just finding someone to finish the race together.
Right.
Ooh, did that shift switch? And like it ties all back to like the masculine, feminine. I feel like the more masculine trait is like I gotta dominate everything.
Yeah.
And I gotta win.
Yeah.
And I gotta, and good. You should have those characteristics.
Right.
As long as they serve you.
Right.
As long as they serve your relationship.
Right.
And so I'm like making this switch and I'm like, dude.
Because, pal, let me tell you about something. Like, speaking on that point, soul ties are a very real, very dangerous, tricky situation. Because
Explain a soul tie.
I mean, mind you, this is only a term I recently heard because I realized that this is maybe what I had dealt with. There was a girl that I was. How are young women referred to as?
Mamacita.
Women, young lady, because young lady sounds like fucking too young. But women sounds a little too old.
So same thing in Spanish, señorita and señora.
Right.
You go through a transition somewhere in there.
There was a girl I was involved with.
No woman, bro?
There was a woman. Okay,
come on, bro. You involved with girls?
No. Oh my God. What do you want me to say? Like you involved with guys?
I'm a man.
I was involved with a woman who, to kind of put it in the most respectful ways possible. There was some physicality that happened, right? It ended up not working out for whatever reason. But because of that physicality and because of
sex,
trying to put it the most respectful way possible.
No, because you're explaining soul tie. Soul tie is you penetrate.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about like you hold hands.
No. Okay, and not intimate in that way. Yes.
Yeah.
We did the deed many times.
Okay, many times.
It's because it kind of ties into that. Because of that, what we had.
That's putting it respectfully.
If in any way, again, we didn't work out, but bro, for the longest time, I could not get this girl off my mind. I could not get this girl off of my mind. Yeah. I could not forget her. I could not move on. Until eventually I did. But it took months, bro, because of that connection that we did.
Soul tie specifically.
That soul tie specifically because we were two people that maybe weren't going to work out in the long run, but we did things of people that were maybe trying to make it work. So we connected in a way for two people that really maybe weren't supposed to connect at all. Right? That's when I had that soul tie. And I could not, for the longest time, I could not figure out why the hell is it that I'm still thinking about this person after it's been all said and done. It's been, it's been cooked. It's because we had that intimate moment where we shared souls. Because literally having sex with a woman, having sex, you are putting the most personal and the innermost beings of you're mixing them together. And if you mix that with the wrong person, that is when you end up with a soul tie that you probably should not have had because it's going to kind of linger on,
Or you have a kid.
Or you have a kid. At that point, now you're for real interconnected for life.
How long did it take you to get rid of that soul tie? Because you said you're over it.
I would say a good 6 months. 6-7 months. And mind you, there was other people in the meantime, but I kind of always resorted back to, damn, I still think about that girl. Damn, I still, why didn't it work out? What? Because maybe I was kind of been blinded by the fact that maybe there were other aspects of why we didn't work out. But I was so focused on the fact that we did that thing, that we got it close together. We kind of shared our souls like this, only for it to get chopped off and not work out in the end. So be careful be careful, really. And take this as
As a 30-year-old man.
Take this as as an advice from your uncle right here.
Pushing 40.
Pushing 40 is wild, brother. That's 10 years from now. Relax. Be careful who you let in. Be careful who you mix your soul with, because you don't want to end up in a situation where you accidentally mix with the wrong person and now it doesn't work out. They moved on with their life, but you're still kind of the one that's sitting here damn, you know?
100%, man.
Not that necessarily happened to me. I wasn't like, damn, because again, eventually I moved on. But
you moved on 100%.
You don't want to, yeah.
Well, you never think about it.
No, not anymore.
Never.
No, not at that. I mean, she pops in my mind every day, but it's not like a thing like, it is what it is. W's in the chat. We moved on. But yeah, just be careful, because out there in the world these days, everybody's real loosey-goosey. Everybody's real opening their legs for everybody.
Wow.
Just be careful who you decide to do that with, because it has more of an effect on you than you may believe.
Couldn't have said it better, my friend.
Hey, man.
Couldn't have said it better, my friend.
These are the topics that they want to hear. You're raising your hand, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. Bro, like, what you're getting into is so important, because even thinking about, okay, when is it fair for you to decide this relationship is not working? That's a tough place to be at, man.
Yeah.
And it's stubborn, and this, again, me and Lauren were talking about this, because we're like thinking about divorce or thinking about relationships in general. It's stubborn of you to be like, you know what? No, something's not working, but I'm going to figure it out. Mm-hmm. Like, how often have we seen that trope everywhere? Mm-hmm. And then how often, like 50% of people end up in divorce.
That's a wild statistic.
So it's actually the best thing you can do to say, you know what? This isn't working out.
Yeah.
Like, let's not continue this.
Yeah.
But because you either got a soul tie, or you're comfortable, or you're filling another void that you've got in your life.
Yeah.
You're deciding, no, let's be stubborn and keep trying to smash a freaking circle into a triangle circle, hole.
That goes back to forcing it.
You're forcing it, man.
Yeah.
And again, we grew up like this.
Yeah.
We grew up watching it in movies.
Forcing results.
The movie always ends with them together.
Yeah.
Fight through it.
Yeah.
Push through. If you love them, push through it.
Which is not a wrong thing with the right person, but not every person is the right person.
And you've got to make that switch. My switch was like, I'm no longer looking to conquer. Yeah. I'm looking to build something with someone.
I'm looking to attract into my life, not conquer somebody. Yeah.
So now, with that mentality, it's such my hands are off. Brother, if someone comes into my life, great. And if there's something there, great. And if there's not, like, my hands are off.
Oh, believe me, it's definitely made me realize, hey, I'm not giving up my cookies easy.
Let go.
You go work for these cookies.
Did you give up your cookies this past weekend?
No, I did not. Not this past weekend. I stood strong.
You stood strong?
I stood strong and I stood firm.
Man,
did not give up my cookies this weekend.
That's a man.
That's a man right there.
I'm in the presence of a man right there.
Well, that's a good point, bro, because it kind of segues us into what I wanted to talk about today, which was facing the fear, or facing things that you fear, but doing them anyways because of ultimately it benefits you. What you were just saying. Not sure how to have that discussion with that person. When you realize that, like, to the point of like, hey, maybe this is not going to work out, I need to cut this. But you're kind of like, I don't know if I should. I don't know if we're going to afford. Face your fears. One of the things is, one of the ones that I wanted to, the topics I kind of mentioned, having those difficult discussions with somebody. That's scary as hell. Because you don't know how they're going to react. You may not even know what you're going to say. But if you're feeling something so deeply inside of you that you feel like you need to get it out and you need to tell them and you need to have that difficult discussion, that's going to bring you fear, that's going to bring you anxiety until you get it and you do it and you realize, man, I'm glad I did it even though it's scary, and that builds you and gives you momentum to face the next thing that's scary in your life. The reason why I wanted to get into this is because, as you were aware, results are in. I was the one that got a tattoo last weekend. And mind you, all my life I knew that I wanted to have tattoos. For the longest time I put it off. For the longest time I didn't do it because I was kind of afraid of, man, what are people going to say? You know, being brown in a country, being brown these days and
In a white man's world.
having tattoos on you, it kind of brings some connotations, right? Tattoos, period, brings some kind of like, what are the things that people
Stereotypes.
say? Stereotypes that people say.
You got tattoos and earrings, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
And a beard.
Exactly.
And good shoulders.
Thanks, pal.
You're
hey,
cooked,
man,
brother.
we're working. I fit the description. So like I always thought, man, what are my parents gonna say? What are my teachers gonna say? And whenever I was in school or whatever, what is my employer, what are they gonna say? So I was always kind of doubtful and fearful. On top of the fact that I was like, man, it's probably gonna hurt like absolute hell getting these tattoos. So for the longest time, I put it in the back burner because I didn't want to face that. I didn't want to fear what people. I didn't want to face what people may say. I didn't want to face what people may, how they may feel towards me if they see me from across the street and they see me tattooed.
Judgment, rejection.
Exactly. Or maybe getting opportunities closed in my face because I look a certain way because of my tattoos, whatever, right? And again, the pain, man, it's probably going to hurt. Some people say it doesn't hurt. Some people say it hurts. This past December, I was like, you know what? I waited on something that I wanted to do for too long. I absolutely shut my brain off and I decided to book a tattoo appointment. Booked it in December so that it was in February when it happened, like the first week of February that it happened. The whole time I was like, man, I'm making a permanent decision for the rest of my life. And I was fearful. I was feeling that fear. Showed up to my tattoo appointment that day. Ended up doing it, going through the process of my inner biceps too. If you know about anything about tattoos, your inner biceps are probably one of the parts that hurt the absolute most.
And if you know anything about Sebas, those inner biceps got a lot of surface area.
What can I say?
Those inner biceps get me.
The results speak for themselves. I was freaking out, but I did it. You know what? I shut off my brain because I listened to myself on the inside. This is something that I know I've wanted for my whole life. I'm now in a position to do it. I went and did it. Of course it hurts. Tattoos absolutely hurt. I was getting tattooed for 5 hours this past weekend. Oh my Lord. I tapped out at 5 hours. I could not do it. We didn't finish. I'm still going to have to go back in a couple weeks to finish it, but regardless. But I did it. I went through it. I went through the process, and I'm so happy that I did it. It unlocked that door for me and now I have tattoos all over the place. And I'm still working on getting more, right? Because I pushed past that fear. So I encourage you guys, if there's something that you're fearing, if there's something that you should be chasing, but you're doubtful of what people may say, with how they may act, because it doesn't look conventional to everybody else. If you have something that you want to do, something that you have to do, you have to, make happen, but it's scary, I promise you, do it. You are only building up your inner strength as a person. You're building up your character, and this is just something silly as tattoos. Having a conversation with someone, like I was saying, having a conversation with somebody, setting boundaries for something,
breaking off a soul tie,
like things that applying to a job that you feel underqualified for, but deep down you know that that's what you want to do. Things that feel scary. I encourage you full force dive into them, deliberate dive into them. Wow, he said it.
We did it.
Do it because the rewards that you will feel from it far outweigh any kind of negative consequence that you think may come up or anything like that. Please. There's nothing more that makes you feel more alive than to be scared of something. And if something fills you with that rush, that gives you that excitement, but it's scary, I promise you, just do it. Absolutely just do it. You're not scared of anything, so I can't even ask you. You went through probably one of the scariest things that can happen to anybody.
College.
That's why I love this guy.
No, dude, you said something right there. Like, don't be afraid to be alive.
Yeah.
So many people out there cooked, walking around like zombies, in the routine, 9 to 5, go home, do this, da-da-da. Back up, hate it, go back to work, da-da-da, go back to home, hate it, go to sleep, wake up. Like, you get caught up in that bubble and you get a bunch of different things starting to weigh you down, right? Like, if you're at a safe and secure job with your health insurance and your health insurance, you got a family and you need health insurance for your family and you got like the more ties that you have, the harder it is for you to like do something like that, which is very, most people will listen to this and be like, okay, whatever. But the people that actually do decide to take that risk, that do decide to face their fears, they always find that on the other side, I'm a lot better man, woman. I'm a better friend because of it.
Yeah.
I can be a better son because of it. I could be a better XYZ because that's the whole point of this, I think.
Yeah.
When you're living your life, what are we living towards?
What are we living
towards? Bro, I wake up pretty much every day thinking, if this is it, okay, this is it. Then what is this? What is this? And for me, it's just keep becoming, bettering yourself, doing something for other people. Serving, being of service. Right now, we're of service to our audience. As much as we fuck around and as much as we have fun and get into funny topics, like I appreciate this so much because we're serving the audience something. We're entertaining them.
Yeah.
We're taking them out of the day-to-day. We don't get into like some crazy heavy topics that are popular right now but won't be popular in 2 weeks.
Yep.
We provide an escape, man. We're funny. And this is what I look at as a podcast. Because we're facing our fears doing this. We're literally putting ourselves out there.
He's had some previous experience to it, but we are very freshly raw into this scene, to this space. We've never had something like this, that we're just putting ourselves out there for literally anybody to see. We put something on the internet, and the internet is everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's anyone. It could be used for anything.
Yeah.
And we decided this story needs to be heard.
Yeah.
Someone will relate. Someone will say, damn, them too? Oh, nice.
And that ties into another point that I was going to make, because the more you guys face your fears, the more you're building up stamina, the more you're building up your inner strength, the more you're going to be, your testimony is going to be somebody's guide in the future. Somebody that's looking at you and thinking, man, they're going through the same exact thing that I'm going through, but they push past the fear. So you know what? If they did it, I can do it too. So in a way, you're serving other people by facing the things that you fear. You know what I mean?
And the more you do it, the more people will look at you and be like, dude, how do you do it? And you'll look back like, fuck, I don't know. Now I got to teach these guys?
Huh, I got a class now.
There's you watch How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
Okay,
sparingly.
There's one episode that's so good, and then let's move on to...
We'll get into the next thing.
Yeah. There's Marshall, he's sitting in the back seat, and his dad is driving a car, and it's a snowstorm, and it's like you can't see the front of the road, and Marshall in the back, he's a kid looking at his dad like, how the hell does my dad see the road? He's driving so confidently. How does he do it? And this episode was so beautiful. It's the best episode, where this is a story because like his dad died. And so he's having these memories again. And his dad looks or tells him when he was older, he's like, I'm going to be honest with you, son, I couldn't see shit. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
But my job is to make you feel comfortable. My job is in this moment, what is my role?
Right.
To be your role model and look like I am capable. So you believe one day you can be capable too.
Exactly, because you never know who's watching you. You never know who's watching you. So what better way to give them your best face than to just do something that seems a little hard sometimes. Speaking of hard, we're going to get into a fan favorite here. Back by popular demand. Welcome back to your favorite segment, Am I the Asshole?
I'm still waiting for you to connect the speaking of hard.
It's funny you should mention that.
Brought to you by DJI microphones. 2. You want to know how we make the audio and videos so seamless?
So crisp.
DJI microphones 2 connected to a receiver that's connected to my phone.
Cellular device.
Very easily, seamlessly integrated with iPhone products. DJI 2.
Let's just go ahead and give it up for the packaging. This comes complimentary with your purchase. Look at this.
We've got 2.
It's probably weatherproof. It's probably, how would I call it? Steel proof. Like if they steal it.
If they steal it, this thing just blows up.
Yeah. And it's on purpose like that.
And they've got a wind guard in here.
A wind
Look at
guard
this.
in that. Yeah.
A wind guard. If I ever need
if you're ever out
windy
in
content, if I have windy content, I have a wind guard.
Yeah.
And
sometimes it may be windy.
Hey, I've ridden, real story. I've driven my longboard with the microphone, with the wind guard, going, 60 miles per hour.
And it sounds crisp every time.
Wow, okay. Back to the segment.
Tying back to how being hard, we're going to tie it into this.
Crazy.
Am I the asshole? Again, this is a segment where we scour the internet for stories of people asking if they are the asshole, and they have an audience to respond to them to see if they are the asshole or not. You guys have heard it. You guys know how this works. So I, 21-year-old guy, live with my childhood best friend, 22, also a guy, and have done so for 2 years now. Up until last week, everything was perfect between us. However, he recently got a new girlfriend, 23. She's 23. And she honestly seems absolutely great except for one thing. She seemingly has a complete aversion to knocking. She and I have a lot in common, and I actually like spending time with her. I'm not going to read the whole story. Essentially, it goes into the fact that because she's the other guy's boyfriend or girlfriend, she's there all the time. The one guy doesn't like the fact that she doesn't knock when she comes into places. If you read the story, she goes on and says that every morning about 7 a.m., she straight up barges into this guy's room. And what she thinks is probably a nice thing, because she asks him if she wants coffee, or if the guy wants coffee. And he's saying that he's kind of had enough of that, because up to that point, he likes to sleep naked. Right?
Full nude. Do you sleep naked?
I've tried it. I'm not a fan.
Same.
Not a fan.
Yeah. Nothing else needs to be said.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So he's feeling like, man, like she's not knocking. What if she walks in one day and I'm hard? That's how I'm tying it on to this. Because as a guy, you wake up with morning wood. If you are a healthy young man, if you're a healthy man, you wake up hard. That's just a fact of life. That's not even being funny. It's just a fact of life. So last week, he's saying, when she stayed over last week, in order to make my point that he doesn't like the fact that she just barges into places, I intentionally slept on top of the covers. Mind you, this guy sleeps butt-ass naked.
I'm like, I'm putting myself in this guy's mind.
Sure enough, she barges in at 7 a.m., begins to ask if I want coffee, sees my hard dick. She immediately backed out of the room and didn't speak to me for the rest of the day. My roommate later pulled me to the side and said that I was completely out of order, accused me of deliberate dive, exposing myself, and pointed it out that he had threatened to do that the day before, even though he had just said, I literally just said, okay, but what if I have no covers on? And she saw everything, right? They are now framing this to others that I'm some sick creep who intentionally got naked and lay in to wait for her to walk in because that's how I get my rocks off. And he's kind of, maybe in a little bit, he's kind of saying, and I'm kind of seeing how it came off that way. Am I the asshole for doing this? Now, I don't sleep naked. We just talked about this, It's one thing if I have a roommate and it's my boy. We've known each other forever. If he barges into my room, chances are there's nothing he hasn't seen before, right? If his girlfriend is straight up all of a sudden barging into my room, hey, I could be doing whatever the hell I want in my room. If she's just barging in all crazy, that's a little bit of a problem. Is he the asshole for this? Or are the friends, this is my little segment added onto this, or are the friends the asshole for trying to frame him in that way?
So
he's saying some sick pervert.
The narrator is the guy that was naked.
That was sleeping in his room.
Naked.
And he did it purposefully.
Sure.
So that way she kind of learns her lesson.
Yeah. Is he the asshole or the other people the asshole? What do you think?
He's not the asshole.
Who's the asshole?
The other people for trying to frame him.
The roommate or the girlfriend?
Both of them, because they're both trying to frame him in a certain aspect. Because he said this is how they're telling it to the rest of our friends, that he's the one that's the pervert laying on top of the bed naked so that she can walk in on him, and that's how he gets his rocks off.
You know who's the asshole? The other roommate only. He's the one that created
the guy
this
with
problem.
the girlfriend.
Yep.
Okay.
Listen, once you get a girlfriend and you got another roommate and she starts like living there, hey, I didn't agree to that.
Yeah.
She's not on the lease. And don't get me wrong, like we've all done it. But once that starts to happen, like you got to talk to you got to have the conversation with your girlfriend being like, hey, he doesn't like that. This is also his space.
Yeah.
You can't be doing this.
Yeah.
So, no, I think like that roommate's the asshole.
Yeah, because he's not setting, again,
boundary.
It ties into facing fears. It's having difficult discussions, tying in those boundaries. Because, bro, this, like I said, this is my space. If I'm not safe in my own room to be butt-ass naked, where can I be butt-ass naked?
Here's the thing, though. To play devil's advocate.
Please.
If I'm the roommate and I got my girl over and she starts doing that and my roommate got a hard-ass dick waiting for my girl, yo, that's fucking crazy, bro. Get the fuck out. You can't be doing that. Listen, I'm going to side with my girl. Listen, I skipped all the good steps, right? I didn't have the conversation with my roommate to be like, hey, I got a girl coming over and is it okay with you? Yeah, bro, just like she never knocks when she walks in. Oh, dude, okay, cool. Like if you would have had that conversation, all that would have been, but now that my girl is doing some crazy shit and she's got my roommate's business all up there,
on her face.
I'm not going to have that. Like I'm not going to have that.
Man, that's tricky, pal, because
to play devil's immature advocate.
Because what if we also got, I mean, you guys always hear us say, you got to think of all the possibilities here on this podcast, right?
Nothing's out the window.
Nothing's out the window here. What if he secretly is waiting to get his rocks off?
Now, when you put yourself in this guy's perspective and your girl walks into that, that's not okay.
Bro, what do you mean you got your horse's dick out? And and the other guy's over here like, and I'm over here working with my half-an-inch pecker.
Okay, we don't have to say anything about ourselves. It's not about that.
Ourselves. No, I said if I'm the other guy.
It has nothing to do with that.
Because all of a sudden, this guy's gonna steal my girl.
No.
This guy's walking around with a third leg. But I mean, honestly, it really goes back to that girl's home training. Sounds to me like she does have no home training. Just straight up barging into people's rooms.
You got to have more social awareness than that.
Yeah.
You do have to have more social awareness. I could see it being overcompensation. Oh, like, I don't know if he likes me or not. You know what? Let me go see if he wants some coffee. That's an intent.
How hard is
it's a good intent.
Are you decent?
Are you decent?
Are you decent? No, I'm not decent.
I'm still coming in.
Oh, perfect. Opens the door. It's like that episode from The Office.
The Office. Come in.
She's like, it's 5 kilometers, not 5,000 miles. And then but then at that point, he's like, all right, come in. But he's the one still putting his pants on.
She's like, oh my God, Michael, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Close the door. And then he said, and then when he's later on in the episode, he was like, he comes into the fucking meeting room. He's like, may I come in? This is how you announce yourself coming into a room. Fuck. Shout out The Office, man. Yeah, one of the greatest shows ever made.
You see they're remaking it?
The Paper. I watched it. Yeah.
You watched?
I binged The Paper. Pretty funny.
That actor, I forgot his name, but he's in one of my favorite rom-coms of all time, About Time.
Really?
With Margot Robbie. No. Better. Mick
Jagger.
The girl from The Notebook, Rachel McAdams.
Michael McDonald.
And him.
Okay.
They all star in this movie.
Perfect.
And, Margot Robbie's in that movie too. Rachel McAdams. No, my guy. About Time. The main character in About Time, he's in The Paper.
I'm just fucking with you. Oh, the red-haired guy.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, he's a pretty good, I liked it. Shout out if you guys ever watch that. Okay.
Shout out The Office.
What's the final verdict? The Office, come on the show.
You caught that.
What is the final verdict on this one?
I'd say they're all assholes.
Fuck all of you guys, honestly. I think at this point, you guys just need to hate fuck all 3 of yourselves and then just call it a day. Everybody sees everything, so now...
Just don't speak for the rest of the lease.
We're all a big family.
All go your separate ways. They move out. They break up.
I see your funny business. You see my funny business. I see his funny business. We're
Okay.
all kind of,
A freak off.
a freak off.
Oh,
Freak off, no Diddy.
I did not know we were going that route. You went to freak off. I went to just fuck off.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You said
What-
fuck on.
what's the hidden? What's the alternative ending to all of this? If you can't find a yes or a no, you guys all fuck each other and that's it. You call it a day. You guys Eiffel Tower the girl.
Wow.
You guys Eiffel Tower the girl.
Wow.
And then you guys are all friends. You never have to worry about being awkward with each other again.
Okay, just like soul tie, explain Eiffel Tower. for the people.
Oh man, should I use that for the Patreon?
All right, Patreon. Patreon, go subscribe to the Patreon.
If you guys are smart, you're able to put two and two together what an Eiffel Tower is.
Patreon gets the video content.
The
We'll demonstrate.
Wow, demonstrate that might be OnlyFans, not Patreon. Final verdict. Let's see what Reddit said. Not the asshole. They determined that he is not the asshole, and that in fact it is the friend that is the asshole, or the girl who has no respect and just barges in anywhere.
No, BoJack Horseman, dude, he's an asshole for sure. I think.
BoJack Horseman. I just. Hey, BoJack Horseman. Hey, the guy's gotta come on the show.
It's just a cock in the next show.
So
How did you feel about this?
Listen, nobody's getting your side of this side of the story.
They're missing the main character.
If it wasn't for him, none of this would be a problem.
Bro, I can't look at my water bottle right now.
Have you ever heard dick like a Pepsi can?
No. Wow.
Short and thick, boy.
All right.
And with that, we'll see you guys next time.
That's how you finish it.
That's a good one.
Damn, dude, that went on long. Exactly an hour.